Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Silicon Sounds, audio for the rest of us. Today, I have a pleasant surprise. A surprise for my ears, actually. Today, I review the Melody Wings Venus. I would like to entitle this review as, again, Redefining Cost Performance. Melody Wings is an interesting company. If you've never heard about them, I can't blame you. Rumor has it that this small company, and small is the right word to describe them, is a one-man show, coming seemingly out of nowhere. Their product portfolio is also as small as the company itself, with the Venus in for review being their only available IM at the time of this video. They have announced a new release called the Jupiter, which is a gaming-focused IM, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not readily available as yet. The Venus is, and here it is, in for review. In this crowded market, though, and it is a crowded market, first impressions are crucial, in fact, critical for the survival of any new company. I believe that the Venus Melody Wings has made a bold statement indeed. They've come into the market swinging. The $170 Venus boasts a driver complement of a single beryllium dynamic driver and three balanced armature drivers. The manufacturer of these balanced armatures is undisclosed, all housed in a beautifully finished resin shell. So let me get that to you. Hopefully the focus is good. Really nicely done. Smooth, well done. Really nice. Regarding tuning, we find a nicely done moderate V-shaped sound, which I like to call mature V-shape. Take that for what it's worth. That's what I like to call it. More capable sources did allow a noticeable improvement in clarity and separation, even though the Venus itself is easy to drive and not too picky overall with respect to sources. But again, attention paid to the source will yield benefits in terms of end sound quality. In the end, I should say. I do recommend a neutral source to drive the Venus, as well as wide bore tips, which I used for my listening. A little closer look, we can see a vent here. Hopefully that'll be picked up in the video. The 2-pin, it's not recessed. Thank you. Easy to use the majority of my cables, third-party cables. Here we have nice labeling. It's just a nicely done IEM. While utilitarian in its specs, it really is. I mean, one dynamic and three BAs, especially in this market these days. The Venus surprises the senses, being wonderfully engaging and a technically adept IEM. It's not an exaggeration when I say that it performs above its asking price. We all hear that often. There's the hype train. Even this one has a slight one train behind it. That being said, it's worth it. It's really deserves what people are saying. Again, I try not to read reviews prior to doing my own reviews. Afterwards, I had read and found that a lot of people enjoyed this IM. Well, I enjoyed it a little differently because that is the subjective nature of this hobby and music in general. It is wonderfully engaging, technically adept. It hits well above its asking price, I can tell you that right now. And in fact, puts many of its competitors in its pricing area on notice. They've been put on notice. Specs, not that much to talk about, really. Frequency response, 20 hertz, 20 to 20 kilohertz. Impedance is your standard 32 ohms. Sensitivity, 108 dB. Easy to drive. The cable comes with a 3.5 millimeter, 4.4 millimeter, and there's a USB-C connector, which is also included in the package. I did not receive the full package for review. This was passed around as part of my Canuck Audioholics Anonymous review group. What's up, KD and Tone Deaf Monk? But I did receive enough components to, ascertain what the quality of the included accessories are. Acoustic construction is closed. Form factor is in the air, and the color is, of course, black and red with some serious branding going on here. As you could see, in the video. Build and fit. Beautiful design, boasting a flawless black resin shell with red end caps adorned with large branding. Some may not like the fact that there's large branding. I think it's okay. It's in my ears. I'm not looking at it. And generally speaking, people are not staring at me at my ears to see if there's branding on the IEM. I think it's well done. The build quality of the IEM is exemplary. If this is indeed a one-man show, bravo. Exemplary, seamless, just perfect. Comfort and fit are excellent. It is a medium-sized IEM and has a nice ergonomic shape. It does have, if you can tell here, a little bit of a wing, but it's not sharp. More of a stub. It fit in my ears perfectly. There's a little depression here. It fit perfectly. The included cable is modular, as I mentioned before, and here it is. I don't have any of the ends. Can show you that it has the modular end with a screw-on cap to secure it. I like that. The cable itself is good quality. It's nice. Not really differentiating itself from a lot of the other cables I have that come with IEMs. I would say that it's okay. Haptics are just okay. It is a little bit on the thin side and can get tangled somewhat, but it's a good cable. At this price range, I'm not going to make a big fuss. The included case is branded, embossed with the Melody Wings logo. Really not much to talk about here. It's a basic case we've all seen hundreds of times, aligned with a fake velour to make things soft. It's relatively good size, good enough to hold the IEM plus the cable and put it in your pocket. Let's get back to the IEMs. So overall, really nice. Let's get to the crux of the situation here. How does it sound? Well, the bass delivers great power and slam while remaining controlled. That driver in there, that tuning for this driver and its implementation are spot on. Sub bass has a slight prominence over the mid bass. The bass has a rich fullness and density to it, while still retaining the speed and snap and detail retrieval. Really good texturing here. Standout bass. The sub bass is very present when called for in the music, powerful when called upon. Bass texture is notable and does not bleed significantly at all into the mid-range. The mid-bass texturing is also notable with great quickness and responsiveness. Really nicely done. Bass does dig deep, by the way, very deep. Quite satisfying. Not quite bass head, whatever that is, but fairly close. A couple more decibels and we'd have to have that discussion, but it's really well done. Mid-range. Clear and detailed mid-range with a pleasing, energetic balance. This is not a laid-back sonic presentation. This is an engaging sonic presentation. Now, I got to talk a little bit about that. That's a risk. Sometimes the tuners will opt for the laid back where it's risk-free or less risk of assaulting, let's say, the senses of most people. Melody Wings has gone the opposite route. They've given the energy to the sound reproduction here, which I find they've walked a very fine line professionally. They've done it really well. There's energy, but it's musical at the same time. Detail retrieval is notable for a pleasing mix of macro and micro details heard. The mid-range has warmth, absolutely, particularly for male vocals, giving it a little bit more weightiness, but in a natural, organic way. Vocals here are special. They're more immediate than recessed. They're really clearly demonstrating a pleasing expressiveness. Vocals come through with fantastic clarity, great detail, and just sound natural and full. Pleasing timbre and texture with an overall richness of sound. Pinna gain is controlled with no harshness noted, even though there's that energy. It's not a pinna gain specific energy, it's an overall energy, well controlled, no harshness. Note weight and density are good. In fact, they're notable on this IEM. Layering and separation are also very good. Transits exhibit a sharp, rapid attack with natural decay. Really good drivers used here. Irrespective, or the implementation of the drivers was really well done. Overall, the mid-range has natural playback, in particular for vocals, but sounds good overall. I listen to some acoustic jazz, I listen to some smooth jazz, I listen to house music, reggae music. A very adept IM. It'll play back all genres very well. Mid-range has a nice energy factor without becoming irritating or overdone. Really well done. Treble. Treble has good extension, really good amounts of air, sparkle, and air. Detail retrieval is also notable. A natural liveliness, once again, to the treble. The treble's just not in the background, sitting there. This is really icing on the cake here. It's nicely done. Musical treble presentation. The treble presentation is crisp, yet non-fatiguing. Again, Melody Wings have walked that fine line and done it really well. The relaying of treble nuances and texturing is notable. So let's break it all down in terms of the overall sound. Melody Wings, the Melody Wings Venus, has a lively and engaging sonic profile that is pleasingly musical as well. The bass is standout with great power, yet remains agile and textured. Vocal lovers will have much to please them, as the vocals are more immediate than recessed and have a clarity and emotional drive that is impressive. The treble is crisp yet still smooth and does not fatigue, with details to match. Overall, the Venus offers the listener a cohesive and well-controlled sonic experience I found most pleasing. Imaging and soundstage. A moderate size soundstage, please excuse me, but with notable width. Instrument placement is precise, with great definition and precise and stable imaging. Notable instrument spacing and detailing, and layering and instrument separation are pleasing. Whether it's down to the cohesiveness of the sound, which is quite apparent, speed of the drivers, everything combines together in the recipe to make a delicious meal. Conclusion. Melody Wings, Melody Wings, Melody Wings. Where have you been? You have a winner here. It easily competes against some more expensive competitors I have recently heard. The sound is engaging and lively, yet still musical. If this company is indeed a one-man show, well, I am even more impressed. I have read more than once that purchasing the Venus can be a little bit iffy because of delays in production. Obviously, they don't have the capacity to produce as many, if that's the case. I say at its price and performance point, it is well worth pursuing this. The Melody Wings Venus has impressed me, and given its asking price, it is a more than compelling option in the IEM space. Well done indeed, Melody Wings, and welcome to the IEM space. I like these quite a lot. I want to thank you for joining me for another review of the Melody Wings Venus. Please like and subscribe, support Silicon Sounds, and more videos will be forthcoming. We have some full-size headphones that are going to be coming up. The Meze 109 Pro review is coming in shortly. Also a new planar magnetic driver over-ear headphone from Kiwi Ears, and a number of other IEMs. Man, it never stops here. But I love bringing this to you, and I love the music more than anything else. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us on this journey and this review of the Melody Wings Venus. Look forward for more from Silicon Sounds, audio for the rest of us.